Ever watched a sci-fi movie and thought, wow, wouldn't that be cool if it were real? Well, brace yourself. Some of these fantastical concepts are now part of our everyday reality. Science fiction, that beloved genre that captivates our imagination with tales of the future, has a remarkable knack for predicting technological advancements. It's almost as if the authors and filmmakers were peering through a lens into the future, envisioning technologies that were once the stuff of dreams. From handheld communicators to virtual reality, many concepts that were once purely in the realm of fiction have made their way into our daily lives. It's a testament to the power of imagination and how the human mind, when allowed to dream and innovate, can turn fantasy into reality. So buckle up as we take a journey from the realms of fiction into our very own reality. Remember the communicator from Star Trek? It was a handheld device used for voice communication. Sound familiar? Indeed, it should, because the communicator from Star Trek is strikingly similar to the mobile phones we use today. Introduced in the original Star Trek series in the late 1960s, the communicator was a small, flip-open device that allowed the crew of the Starship Enterprise to communicate with each other, as well as with their ship. Fast forward a few decades and we have our own version of the communicator, the mobile phone. They started as large, clunky devices that could only make and receive calls. Remember the bricks with antennas? That's what they were. But just as the Star Trek crew could talk to each other over vast distances, these early cell phones also made long-distance communication a breeze. As time went on, mobile phones began to evolve, becoming smaller, sleeker, and more powerful. By the late 90s and early 2000s, they were not just for calling anymore. They could send text messages, play games, and even browse the internet. In essence, they were becoming more like the communicator from Star Trek, a multifunctional device that could do so much more than just voice communication. But it didn't stop there. Today's smartphones have surpassed the Star Trek communicator in many ways. They are not just communication devices anymore. They are our cameras, our music players, our GPS systems, our personal assistants, and so much more. We use them to stay connected, to capture memories, to navigate unknown places, to check the weather, to play games, and to perform countless other tasks. The development of mobile phones over the years is a testament to the power of human imagination and innovation. It's fascinating to see how a fictional device from a 1960s TV show has, in many ways, become a reality. And to think Star Trek had it all figured out back in the 60s. In 1968-2001, A Space Odyssey introduced us to video calls, an idea that seemed quite futuristic at the time. Who could forget the iconic scene where Dr. Haywood Floyd makes a video call to his daughter on Earth from a space station? It was a moment of pure sci-fi magic, leaving audiences in awe. Back then, the concept of video calls was as alien as the extraterrestrial life forms in the film. It was a dream, a distant possibility in the realm of advanced technology. But as with all dreams, they have a way of becoming reality, don't they? Fast forward to today, and video calls have become a cornerstone of our daily lives. They're the lifeblood of remote work, the bridge between long-distance friends and family, the classroom for online learners, and even a platform for virtual concerts and events. It's almost as if we've taken a page right out of the Space Odyssey script. The journey from concept to reality was not an overnight transformation. It took decades of technological advancement and innovation, from the primitive picture phone service introduced by AT&T at the 1964 World's Fair, to the modern-day applications like Skype, Zoom, and FaceTime. We've come a long way. It's fascinating how sci-fi has the power to predict and inspire the future. And it's not just about the technology itself, but also about how we use it. In the movie, the video call was a casual, everyday activity, much like how we use it today. It was a glimpse into a future where technology is seamlessly woven into the fabric of our lives, a future that we are living in right now. And while we're yet to have conversations with sentient computers aboard our spaceships, we are indeed living in an era where artificial intelligence is no longer the stuff of fiction. We have Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant at our fingertips, ready to help us with anything, from setting reminders to answering trivia questions. So next time you're on a video call, remember, you're living the sci-fi dream. Let's dive into the world of Neuromancer, a novel that predicted the rise of virtual reality way back in 1984. Penned by William Gibson, Neuromancer painted a vivid picture of a future where humans interact with a virtual reality matrix, a concept that seemed surreal in the 80s but is a part of our everyday lives today. Neuromancer's matrix was a boundless cyberspace, a consensual hallucination experienced daily by billions. Users navigated this virtual world using cybernetic implants, interfacing directly with their brains to provide a fully immersive experience. Today, we're not quite at the point of neural implants, but virtual reality headsets like Oculus Rift and HTC Vive are taking us closer to Gibson's vision. The growth of virtual reality technology has been phenomenal. In less than 4 decades, we've moved from the realm of science fiction to practical applications in myriad fields. Gaming was the early adopter, providing players with immersive experiences that blur the lines between reality and the virtual world. But the scope of VR extends beyond entertainment. In education, VR is being used to transport students to different eras, geographical locations, and even inside the human body, making learning an immersive and engaging experience. In healthcare, it's being used for virtual surgeries and therapy, helping doctors to practice complex procedures and patients to manage pain and overcome phobias. Even in real estate, potential buyers can now take virtual tours of properties, making house hunting a breeze. The applications are limitless, and we've only just begun to scratch the surface of what virtual reality can do. The world Gibson envisioned in Neuromancer may not be as far-fetched as it seemed in 1984. As virtual reality continues to evolve, it's exciting to imagine where this technology might take us in the next few decades. Virtual reality is no longer just a plot in a sci-fi novel, it's our reality. Remember HAL 9000 from 2001, A Space Odyssey? It was an AI that could understand and mimic human emotions. Let's dive into that a little. HAL 9000, the infamous artificial intelligence from Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece, was an entity that could comprehend, interpret, and even replicate human emotions. This concept was revolutionary when it was first introduced in the late 1960s, but today, we're seeing glimpses of it in our everyday technology. Today's artificial intelligence has become incredibly sophisticated. We're seeing AI that can not only process complex data, but also learn and adapt to new information. This is what we call machine learning, and it's the cornerstone of many modern technologies. Take Siri or Alexa, for example. These voice-activated assistants are designed to understand our commands, learn from our habits, and even anticipate our needs. They're not quite HAL 9000, but they're getting close. But it's not just about convenience. Artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize fields like healthcare and education. AI can analyze patient data to predict health risks, create personalized learning plans for students, and so much more. And let's not forget about emotional recognition technology. This is a branch of AI that is designed to understand and interpret human emotions. It can read facial expressions, analyze voice tones, and even monitor physiological responses to understand how we're feeling. This technology is still in its early stages, but it's developing rapidly. We're also seeing advancements in conversational AI. This technology is designed to understand and respond to human language in a natural conversational way. It's the technology that powers chatbots, virtual assistants, and more. And it's getting better every day. So, while we might not have a HAL 9000 yet, we're certainly on our way there. The advancements in AI are truly astounding, and we're only just beginning to scratch the surface of what's possible. With every passing day, we're getting closer to the world that sci-fi writers dreamed of all those years ago. From Star Trek's Communicator to Neuromancer's virtual reality, Sci-Fi has been a crystal ball, foreseeing the marvels of technology. We've journeyed through the galaxies of imagination and saw how Star Trek's Communicator walked us into the era of handheld communication devices, shrinking the world into our palms. Next, we ventured into the realm of A Space Odyssey, where AI systems mirrored our contemporary virtual assistants, showcasing the potential of artificial intelligence. The same story also gave us a glimpse of tablet computers, a concept far ahead of its time, now a staple in every household. We then dived into the world of Neuromancer, where virtual reality was no longer a mere figment of imagination, but a tool that transforms our interaction with digital platforms today. These technologies have revolutionized our lives in unimaginable ways, shaping the way we communicate, learn, work, and entertain. Who knows what other sci-fi predictions will come true? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the future is closer than we think.